Hello and welcome back. I'm still on my Scrooge. It's after Christmas. It was a Christmas present and I don't have it done yet. So I gotta continue on this project. What I did prior to this video, I went through and I drew out where his face features are going to be all the way around. I'm going to have this ear sticking out on this side, his back of his hair, his hat on this side, and then down here I got where his arms are coming in, and I'll have his one hand overlapping the other, and then here I am going to have toes, which he probably had socks on. But the other thing, it kind of brings out the personality once you got the drawing on him done. So looking at the piece, I'm thinking I want to take off more here on the back of his head. His head's kind of pretty big compared to the rest of his body, but that was planned that way, so I'm going to take off material there and I can draw that back later, but still using the Mora knife. The verdict's still out, but I think I like my other Cape Forge knife a little bit better. The reason being is that the contour of the knife, this one here is good. I think it's really good for like outdoor bushcraft kind of carving, but this one here is, I think it's going to be better at the details, so we'll find out. Then the plastic handle here, you have to be careful if you're carving for very long, because if your hands sweat, it does get a little slippery, and this one doesn't. So I will continue. So I have my board here I showed you guys last video, and so I'm just going to take off some material here on the back of his head. I sort of want to have him look like he's hunched over a little bit. And one good thing about this Mora blade is that you can take off some material pretty quickly. That's one thing I do like about it. So in the future, I will be using it, but we'll see about the details. Carve a little bit, pick it up, see if that's what you like. Again, I am only using a knife on this project. I haven't used a saw or anything. Started out with a block. It's a little harder to do, but I want to show you guys it can be done. You don't need a bandsaw really. There we go. So you can see a little bit of carving there. I'm trying to give him a little hunchback. Sorry, Scrooge, you're getting a little hunchback here. But that's the way it's going to be. I'm going to round off his head a little bit more, side to side. Pretty good. So yeah, over Christmas time I didn't have time to do a lot of carving, or else the house was real noisy in the background, so I didn't set this up. But now it's a little bit quieter here in the morning before everybody gets up. Try to get in some carving. But you can see it's looking pretty good. Does give him like the hunchback look there. One guy told me he starts with the ears and goes around to the face. I usually start with a pace normally, but it's whatever you get used to, I guess. But he's only going to have one ear showing. You can see there, his head's still a little bit squared from side to side, so we need to take that off. But keep at it, look at it, do some carving, make sure you try to do equal amounts on each side. And that's pretty much for this video. He's getting better. So round him off a little bit more, and then we'll be back. And there he is, a little bit more hunchback, a little bit rounder head. And I'll have to go back and sketch back on his hair and his hat and everything, so I don't totally lose that. Thanks.